Everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you're having a blessed day, a blessed morning, a blessed evening. Whichever time you're watching this video, you're welcome. God bless you tremendously. Today I'm going to be talking about my first holy breakfast that I received from the Lord God Almighty. But the Lord can never serve you breakfast. He just tells you the way things are and just, releases his word for your benefit. A long time ago, Mary was living in Maryland on this faithful Sunday. I attended this church, which is still my home church that I go to. Very exciting. It has been a great blessing to my life and has helped me grow spiritually. So I started attending this church, very amazing. I was young. I think I just turned 25 and I was like, oh, God, I'm ready to, find the one. I'm ready to, get married and all of that good stuff, style. Yeah. So, right? So there was this guy that I saw in my church, and I'm like, Lord. It's like this guy is kind of looking like he's fake, like this spectacular. You know what I mean? I was just, in my mind. I've not even approached the throne of grace to receive revelation. I was just building the thoughts in my mind because I'm like, but wait, it won't make sense. You get me? God, I want to be of good behavior in this video. And I was just thinking in my mind, I'm like, because it's important that you recognize what you want. You have to know what you desire in a person, whether it's physically, financially, the person that you want to end up with. You definitely need to have like a perspective or idea of what you're searching for or what you need. You need to recognize what you want to attract, the kind of partner that you desire, and even yourself in building yourself as a partner, as a spouse. You also need to know the areas that you're building, that you're working on, that you're making sure that in my finances, I'm working on getting a better credit score. I'm making sure I'm working toward reducing my student debt loan. I'm making sure I'm trying to get a job. Just so that you're also the table. I don't know if you guys have seen this video where the guy or the girl asks, well, what do you bring to the table? And the person is like, I am the table, right? So you also want to be a potential and a prospective spouse and a blessing, a great blessing to your spouse, right? So I spotted this guy. It was looking good, like someone that I liked physically. I hadn't talked to him before. I don't know what his character is like, but on the first basis of looking, he was looking that the way. You got me right? Yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. Not bad, not bad. And see, women are just natural investigators. We know how to investigate, we know how to do PI very, very well. For somehow, I don't know, but I just found him on Instagram and it was like he liked what I liked. I was like, wow, I like where this is going. I was looking at his profile and I'm like, this is a nice profile. Wow, this is what I do like, right? I'm like, God, I see what you're doing right here. No, no, God had other plans. So I had a dream, and I feel like God communicates with me through dreams. But I also want to say that God can also communicate with you through different ways, right? The fact that I believe that God can communicate with me through dreams doesn't mean He can only communicate with me through dreams. So now this dream occurs like in a party setting. The guests are our church members, and this guy was supposed to be my partner that walk me down and everything, and we dance, right? So now I'm walking down, and the guy is like on the other side of the hall, and I'm looking. I'm like, guy, why are you on the other side? You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to take my hand and walk me down the aisle, and we come to the center of the room, and then we dance and we show off and all of that. And literally in the middle of everyone, this guy looks at me and he nods his head and he rejects me and he walks away. And everybody's just looking like, what's going on? Like it was very embarrassing. I think I started crying. Like, so first thing, right, in this dream, this guy rejected me. He didn't take my hand. He just no courtesy. He just nodded his head. Literally at the point of where, why didn't he tell me before? Like, it's a dream. It's a dream. It's a dream. Right? So, as I was feeling that way, right? There was like this shining white cloud. Lights from nowhere. I feel like there was this person. I couldn't see their face, I think they were wearing white, and he took my hand. And when he took my hand, it just felt like I got you. You know, you're fine. You're with me. It doesn't matter. Forget about that guy. He takes my hand, and I think I smile because it was just this gesture of assurance. And he takes my hand, and he places my hand with another guy, a light skinned guy. And the guy just smiles at me, and I'm just blushing like, oh my goodness, Cinderella. you know, we start dancing, he smiles at me, and I just felt peace. And I didn't think about the other guy anymore that walked away. Right? And then I woke up and I'm like, hmm, 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 hmm. What was this dream supposed to be? Like, what's the meaning, right? But trust me, I didn't. So I tried to approach him, and he just the same way he embarrassed me in the first dream, and that was the way this guy embarrassed me. He just literally passed me like I did not even exist. And the way it so happened was that I said I was at the bus stop, right? Somehow, Lagos Road, we have vulcanizers. Like if you're tired to bus and you have issue, you have vulcanizers that you can easily like act up, you fix it and stuff like that. So there were vulcanizers there, right? And apparently in the dream, those vulcanizers were like, they were around my area. I had known them for a while, so everybody knew it. Like how neighborhoods, everybody knows each other. So when this guy ignored me, I was like, Auntie Mary, no be that your bobo we don't wait for, to come from America and stuff like that, right? And I was like, yes, so and I started crying. I'm like, the guy literally ignored me, like I did not exist, he just passed. And the same thing that happened in the first dream. This light-skinned guy from nowhere just came with that same smile. Like that smile of assurance, that smile of I don't know, but immediately I saw him and I said, he just came and he took my hand. Like how it happened in the first dream, he took my hand and I just started crying. It felt like everything was okay. And the smile that he had was just a smile of assurance, like, I got you. It's okay. Don't think about that guy. It's not, don't worry. And he took my hand and I smiled and just looked at him. And I woke up. See, after that dream, I just knew that, hello, Mary, focus on your focus. This guy is not meant for you, And I just knew. I just knew that God was saying, Mary, I don't want you to waste your time focusing on someone that is not yours, focusing on the person that I have not said is the one for you. And after I had that second dream, I'm like, okay, I get you now. I take it. It's not, even though, physically he looked like the kind of guy that I would desire and I would want, but I didn't know the kind of character he has. I didn't know whatever other attributes and stuff like that. But God has a reason for everything, and I'm thankful that in that point, God found me worthy to speak to. God told me that this person is not for you. Because I can go ahead and then it will just end in disaster or and disappointment, an actual heartbreak, like this disruptive heartbreak that can, cause emotional trauma and all of that. So all of this story is to say, please be closer to God, desire to hear God daily. Like, if you read the book of Psalms and you just see how David writes his Psalms and he's just talking to God and it just shows how what a deep revelation and great relationship it had with God. So today, please, I want you to continually desire God for everything that you need, every step that you take. Allow God lead you. Allow God guide you. Allow God to control everything. Let God be. Let Him do everything. Because I know that as long that as I fellowship with God, as long as I pursue an excellent relationship with God, only good things, only great things, only things of the divine blessings of heaven shall be my portion, shall be your portion, because you're a child of God, you're a daughter of Zion, you're the son of the Most High, and God will be with you, God will live with you, God will help you to let go and open your eyes and grant you understanding to show you that don't worry, my child, I am in control because I am the I am that I am. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a wonderful, blessed day.